tonight. Bars, bars, bars. Oh, you were in the neighborhood, but stayed away from the Derek. Like, I ain't fooling with y'all. Derek said, I am not in no brawl, no fight. Whatever y'all want to do over there, y'all do it over there, right? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So yeah, we've been having Francine laughing. What's up, Francine? We have been talking about AI all month. We deemed August AI month, right? Because we know we can't get away from it. We just can't get away from it. So we wanted to talk about it as it relates to the workforce and our careers. So if you're new, again, welcome. You can check out on the playlist here on YouTube. You can check out the other two. And so last week, what we did, we talked about companies, right? And we talked about, from why they're moving to AI, some of the things that they're doing in terms of AI and how they're automating a lot of their processes and procedures. We did some use cases. We looked at Truist Bank, and they told us that one full-time employee would take 15 minutes to do a thing, where automation would take 5 minutes, right? So we wanted to look at some use cases on how companies are thinking about it, because we can reverse engineer and go backwards. Like, if they thinking about this and they need this, and where we need to position ourselves, right? Most of us are midlife, mid-career, right? And we're thinking about either pivoting, transitioning, or staying where we are, and just how to best position ourselves overall. So that's kind of the dialogue. And tonight we're actually going to do some interaction. We're going to use some stuff. We're going to look at some stuff. So we're going to hop right into it. And so I thought that we ran over last week. We was having such a good time. So we didn't get to finish our, the one link. Y'all remember the companies? We were going to look at our own employers to see how they're faring in the market, right? So we had a website that we were looking at that tells us, after we took kind of an assessment, it's about 2-minute assessment. We're going to take that tonight to see how our company is doing overall. So I'm going to drop a link in the comments. We're going to take about a couple. Oh, we missed you too, Fritzy. We missed you too. We'll take a couple minutes, because I know this is how we ended and we didn't get enough time to do it. So this will tell us how our employer is doing. Now, some of the questions, this is from Boston, what is it called, y'all? Boston's Consulting Group. So it's for CEOs to take this assessment to see how their company is faring in the market against their competitors, and financial health and automation and all of that. But we're going to take it, right? Because we can think like a CEO. We're all leaders in here, and we're going to fill it out. It's going to give you a determination, right? And we're going to look and see how our companies is doing. And the reason we want to do this is to think about, especially if we're mid-career, right? We're in the middle of life. We want to know that where we are is, I hesitate to say stable, because there's no such thing these days, right? So we want to know kind of where we are. If we're thinking about transitioning or making a move or doing anything, staying where we are and maybe elevating at our current place of employment, is the company healthy? Can we, how long can we count on to be here? Again, nothing's guaranteed. This isn't a sure bet, but at least we have an idea. Because Lady Low, what's the 3 things? What's up, Linson? Where Lady Low at? Where's she at? Because we want to do 3 things, right? We want to educate ourselves, equip ourselves, and prepare. That's what this whole community is about. If you're new to us, the only reason why we get together and we love on each other like we do, and we help each other like we do, is because we want to stay educated, equipped, and prepared. Because if we educate ourselves, then we will be equipped and we'll be prepared as possible. There's a lot going on. While I'm thinking about it, there's some stuff happening in China. Y'all know US always follows China. Write this down if you're taking notes. It's called shadow banking. Y'all go check it out. Do your research, Google it. One of their biggest, I don't even know if it's a bank or realtor, something is happening over there. But anyway, it doesn't look good, their economic situation. I just know the US follows them. If it gets bad enough for us to talk about, we definitely will. But I want y'all to write that word down, shadow banking, and go do your research. I was looking at it before I joined here, okay? All right, let me keep going. I don't want to get sidetracked. There you go, Lady Low. Okay, so this is the site, y'all. I love it, Robin. I love it. There's an idea. There's an idea. What should we call ourselves? See, Robin, you're throwing me off. Stop it. You know how I get. All right, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen because we're gonna run out of time again. With me, we're gonna run out of time again. Okay, let me share. We're gonna get into this because we didn't get a chance to do this, and I want to make sure we do. So we're gonna take 2 minutes, and then we're gonna let me share first what we're gonna do. That way you can have an idea. We're going to do this real quick because I want you to know, and you'll have the link and you can look at the assessment on your own time, but I want you to have the link. Then we're going to jump into some AI work. So if you have your laptop, iPad, phone, desktop, whatever, then we can do it together. If not, just chill out because I know we all been working all day. We ain't got time, Kelly, to be doing no work. I understand it. Okay, let me stop talking. Okay, this is a site. Let me look at my laptop, make sure. This is the site we looked at last week. And again, this is Boston Consulting Group, right? They work with a lot of companies to help them automate their processes and procedures. So there is an assessment. So you guys, I'm going to drop the link, so don't worry. It has a lot of good information. So I highly, highly encourage you to kind of take your time and go through this because it tells you what to look for in a company. And so I gave an example last week. Here's the assessment right here. And how does my company stack up? Let me drop this. Okay, I'm dropping the link right now, y'all. While I'm talking, you can be pulling it up. But I'll walk through it with you if you want, or you can go ahead and talk. If y'all need me to shut up, I can be quiet because I can't concentrate when a lot of people talking either. Let me go back. So basically it says, how does my company stack up? So this is good information for you to see. Now, this is a very, if anyone knows Boston Consulting Group, they are highly sought after by organizations to help them with digital transformation. So this is the real deal. Okay. And what you're going to do, how does my company stack up? Take our 2-minute build for the future assessment to determine your organization's likelihood of success in today's rapidly changing world. Begin by indicating your company's sector. Throughout the assessment, select the score that most closely reflects where your organization is today. Again, if you don't want to do, I get it. Sometimes we're mentally drained at the end of the day, but I did want to share this with you. So I will give us some time to do this together because I would love to hear what some of the assessments say. Okay, so then you'll see here. If you got it, go ahead. Let's start doing it now. And so you'll pick your industry. We can do it together if you'd like. So I'll just pick, I don't see, okay, here. I'm going to pick IT services. You know what? I'm interested in automotive. So I'm going to pick automotive. And then you go through and you go to the next one. And then you move the bar, you see at the top here. And the questions at the top, we are a purpose-led company. And then you look at each of the choices and you move the bar. You see how it can drag where you think your company is. Okay. And the first one, for those that just want to follow along, senior leaders are aligned on long-term initiatives to drive performance, but do not consistently shape our vision or support those initiatives. And y'all mute me if you don't want to hear me talking, because I know I can't concentrate when people are talking, but just for those driving along, I just are not looking at the screen. I want to share this. So number one was senior leaders are aligned on long-term initiatives to drive performance, but do not consistently shape our vision or support those initiatives. The next one is senior leaders actively engage in shaping our organization's long-term vision and purpose, but do not align middle management sufficiently for execution. The third one is senior leaders actively engage in shaping and communicating our long-term vision and purpose. In some cases, they actively partner with middle management to drive adoption and execution. And the fourth choice is senior leaders proactively communicate a clear vision and purpose, creating an environment of inclusion, access, and equality to empower decision-making, build trust, and foster transparency for all stakeholders. So I'm just going to pick that one. We're going to go next. Looks like there's a total of 6, y'all. We attract, retain, and engage world-class digital talent. First choice, our employee value proposition for digital talent is weak. We lack the digital skills needed in many areas and source talent exclusively from traditional acquisition channels. Second choice, our employee value proposition for digital talent is on par with our industry. We have adequate digital skills in the most important areas and occasionally source talent from non-traditional acquisition channels. The third one, our employee value proposition for digital talent is above industry average. We have strong digital skills in most areas and source talent from most acquisition channels. The last choice is our employee value proposition for digital talent is best in class. We have exceptional digital skills in all areas and source talent from the full spectrum of acquisition channels. Now, you may or may not know this, and that's okay. Give it your best guess. Third question, our operating model enables agility and resilience. So how is your operations overall? Is it agile? Is it resilient? Can it bounce back after a storm? Is it nimble? Is it flexible? First choice, we have some executive commitment for agile ways of working, but have not identified the needed enterprise metrics. Most teams still work under a conventional operating model. Second choice, we have executive commitment and select enterprise metrics to support agile ways of working, but have yet to scale these practices across the organization. Third choice, executives own and support a broad agile agenda with clear metrics in place, but some teams continue to work under a conventional operating model. Fourth choice, executives strongly own and support a broad agile agenda, collectively defined enterprise metrics support fully implemented ways of working across the organization. Anybody finish yet? Fourth one, we promote an innovation-driven culture and a fail fast, learn mindset. First choice, leadership does not explicitly encourage innovation, nor an entrepreneurial, digitally focused culture. Second choice, leadership explicitly targets innovation and encourages risk-taking, but the needed processes and capabilities are not well embedded, so behaviors tend not to change. Third choice, leadership prioritizes innovation and has started to invest in building the needed capabilities and changing behaviors to develop the culture. The last choice is leadership makes innovation a priority and explicitly encourages it through the performance management process. Leadership has explicitly cultivated a culture of entrepreneurship and experimentation. Once you get your assessment, just put in the chat what it is so we can see where everybody is. All right, next to the last one, we deploy a modernized tech and data platform. Again, you may not know, and that's okay. Give it your best guess. First choice, we have a legacy enterprise, meaning we got an old enterprise architecture with isolated digital platforms and limited next generation technology. Second choice, we have a partially modernized legacy enterprise architecture and next gen technology in select customer facing systems. We occasionally use APIs for internal integration. Third choice, we have a largely modernized legacy enterprise architecture and data digital platforms, but still manage legacy systems when servicing existing customers. And the last choice is we have a fully modernized legacy enterprise architecture and data digital platforms for all core and supported processes. We have an open API architecture. Again, if this is technical, it's okay. Basically, it's saying that we're innovative as it relates to our tech stack and our technology platforms that we use in our organization. Final one, we realize value from AI that is embedded across the organization. First choice, we have implemented some guardrails and standards for deploying AI in certain projects, but largely lack the ability to track AI usage and measure the value realized. Second choice, we have implemented guardrails and standards for deploying AI across multiple projects, but have so far had limited success at scaling and generating value. Third choice, we successfully track AI use cases across the organization and have implemented guardrails and standards for numerous AI projects, largely at scale. In most cases, our AI projects generate value and are aligned with business operations. Last choice, we have the governance in place that allow us to track all AI use cases and deploy the technology at scale across business operations. Again, this is for the CEO, the head of the company, but this will give you just a glimpse. Here's where you're going to find your, if you go in the first paragraph under analysis, it says, given your assessment, your company is, you're looking for the next word, emerging. For some, it's going to be stagnating. And it'll give you, again, a lot of different data points for what they should do next steps, deep dive, all of that. So this is good, and it'll take you some time to read through. It took me some time to read through, but I thought I'd just share that way you can get an idea what it's like, right, from a CEO perspective. Let me see how y'all doing. How we doing? What we think? Anybody see what we're saying? Clifford said, I believe the term shadow banking came into the mainstream prior to that too. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Clifford. That was my first time hearing shadow banking. That was my first time hearing it. Susan said, these ideas are great, but we all know companies claim to embrace these concepts, but they listen to the ideas and concepts and don't support. Absolutely. 1000%. Absolutely. Absolutely. Did anybody get an analysis on what I know is your best guess? Anybody get that your company's doing okay? What was the one I had? Emerging. So they're coming along. This is my fictitious company that I just did. They're coming along. At any rate, you can go through this, right? You can share it. That'll be, something you can share with your CEO. That's a good brownie point. You can say, hey, I saw this, and you got scaling. That's good. S. Tom, that's good. That's good. That's good. Emerging, that's what I got too, Robin. Although I guesstimate on some of the, yeah. Camille got stagnating. Okay, Camille, maybe something to think about. And again, I know we were giving our best guess from what we know, from what we see. But again, it's a good way to what's called reverse engineer. If we know the answers to some of these questions, and if you go through it, you can kind of get some good data points on what a company is looking for. So I wanted to share that with you. So again, when we kicked this off, right, we looked at from an employee's perspective. When we looked at the beginning of the month, we looked at AI from an employee perspective, and we saw why companies are automating their process and what does artificial intelligence mean, right? We looked at that. And then second week, we looked at companies and what they're doing and what they're thinking. And so today, I wanted us to be able to walk away saying, you know what, I've used it. I got a feel for it, really still not kind of quite sure, not comfortable, but I want us to have the opportunity to at least jump into it. I do know a few of you all, I think it was the second week or first week, y'all, that I shared some not free, but some courses. And I know a lot of you are in the courses, so that's exciting. Is it ChatGPT or is it Prompt Engineer? I can't remember. I think it was 2. So there's folks in here taking courses. So again, like Lady Lowe said, we are educating, equipping, and preparing ourselves. That's the only thing we want to do. We just want to be prepared. We want to just be as equipped and prepared as possible. So let's see. Derek, you got stagnating. I know you knew probably what a lot of that was. Some of that stuff I ain't know myself, y'all. Oh, it's prompt engineer. Okay, so Robin's in the course, and so she's taking the prompt engineer, and it was just 3 weeks, y'all. It's 18 hours, I think, and so she'll be certified at the end of this month. And so these are some of the things. And last week we gave out 50 companies that are looking for AI skills. So again, if you haven't checked out those videos, you can do that as well. Zal got stagnating too. I don't work for the company anymore, but I tried to convince them to upgrade when I was working. Yeah. My daughter's going through the same thing. She's trying to get them to upgrade. I remember going to this one company, and it wasn't maybe 8 years ago, and they were so antiquated. The tools they were using, Lotus Notes. Who remember Lotus Notes? That was an email provider before, like Microsoft Office. They didn't want to hear it though. It's kind of like, we've always done it this way. That's probably what they think is all. All right, y'all. So let's look at, if you have your laptops, your phones, your iPads, or you just want to watch and chill out, that's totally fine. Let's look at the first one, the infamous ChatGPT. We're going to check that out. So if you don't have an account, let me give this disclaimer first. You do not have to have this. We've been living just fine without it. This is just for experimental purposes to say that you've tapped in, you've used it, and all of that. And I can share with you. Remind me next week if you want to put it on your resume. I'll give you a little blurb you can put on there. Let me say this. When we log into ChatGPT, the company that created ChatGPT is called OpenAI. It's open for a reason, you all. It's open because it's open to everyone. So although AI is up and coming and everybody's la-da-da and it's a new thing and da-da-da, we still have to be very careful. There's something also called fraud. Is it fraud? I think it's called fraud GPT. I think it's called fraud GPT. So this is wide open. This is wide open. And so we're going to log in, but I wanted to preface this. Again, I'm not a chat GPT expert, and I don't claim to be. I don't care nothing about wanting to be an expert in it. But I do know we have to be equipped and we have to be educated about it, okay? So I always want you to be careful. I don't want it to ever be that, Kelly said I had to get this. You do not. You use it as we continue on tonight, I'll show you what I mean. You use it as a supplement to what you already know and what you already do. There's a little bitty disclaimer that says, basically, be careful. It's just like looking on the back of my daughter get those plugins, I'm like, did you read the little thing? It may cause cancer. It's like that. So when you're using these tools, and the one reason why I haven't advocated for, because I get this question thousands and thousands and thousands of times, can I create my resume on there? You absolutely can. You can, but I'm going to show you tonight why I don't advocate for it. Okay, you can, but I don't advocate for you putting anything personal in this tool. Yes, I've used it. Yes, it has helped me. And you could do the same thing. But again, I want you to be careful. Be careful. I don't put any of and even if you're asking questions, y'all, this thing is smart. They're coming up with a chat GPT 5. How many of us missed 2, 3, and 4? They already at 5, y'all. They're already at 5. You hear me? They're already at 5. It's smart. So when you think you're innocently saying, write me a resume for a financial analyst in California. I can do that, but I will need to know your location in California, right? It'll say that. Some of you who already use it, it'll talk back to you. So again, I want to put that out there. Be careful. All right, let's jump in. Okay, let me see. Where do I have it? First, let me do this for those that don't have it. We're gonna do this together, okay? We're gonna do this together. Let me share my screen, and we're gonna entire screen, allow. So I'm just gonna see if I can see y'all on my laptop. Okay, so where you go is called OpenAI. So you're gonna go OpenAI, and you just pick the first one, and it should come up, and you log in, right? And so what you're going to do, let me go back and show you the website. Now, when I was one of the early adopters, right? I got in when it was first all a buzz, right? And so they didn't have a website. Now, as you can see, they have a website, and when I was testing this earlier, they do ask you for your phone number. Again, when I first got in, they didn't ask for phone numbers. Some of you all the same way, right? Do y'all remember if it asked you in, actually, they didn't ask me for a phone number when we first got in. So you're going to go to OpenAI, and then you're going to you have to sign up. And so when you click sign up here, you put in your information. So let me think of one of my email addresses. So we can sign up. Fester50@outlook.com. Continue. I'll just use that. Is that good? Oh, crap. Okay, y'all go through. If you're getting on, go through. I'm going to unshare so I can log into my email address, and then we'll go back. We'll go back. We'll go back. Let me figure out where this email address is at. So go to OpenAI, and you want the little symbol that says Chat GPT. Make sure you go to that website. They didn't ask you, Camille. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't ask me either. They didn't ask me either. What'd you say, Zal? It is open AI. I will tell it even less than I share on Facebook. I don't. There you go. There you go. If you have a Microsoft account and another that I can't remember, you can log in that way, other than sign up. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know that either, Clifford. But yeah, Zal, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Okay, I logged in. Let me get back, y'all. Let me come back. Let me make sure it's not asking for my phone number. Okay, so now it's asking, tell me about you. So tell us about you. Why you want? You gotta get your birthday, everything. I was born in 1987. Okay. And a phone number. Are y'all going through? I'm filling it out. I'm filling it out. Now it sent me a code. I think Clifford said you can log in on Microsoft, but I can't. Okay, that's fine. So, okay, let me share and I'll show you all that I'm in. Let me see what time it is because we got a couple others to go through I want to share with y'all. Okay, so we want to go. Let me wait till y'all get it. You use your Google account. Okay, cool. So we want to go to the first one. So Chat GPT is the one we're going to use, right? We're going to click on the first one. And again, now on my other account, this one I created with you all. My other one, I did upgrade. It's $20 a month. It's $20 a month. And the reason why is what you can do is you see up here at the top, it says GPT 3.5 and GPT 4. When you upgrade, it had a little thing right here. You see right, the purple, it says when you upgrade, you can get plugins. So a plugin it's a supplement to what you're doing. So for instance, you can take one of the plugins that I have. I can take a YouTube video. Y'all know how I share often when I'm presenting. I can take the URL, right, the thing in the search bar for the YouTube video. I can drop it here in Chat GPT and it will summarize it for me. If I don't feel like watching the whole thing, if sometimes there's stuff I watch is like 2 hours long, I can drop the link in here and it'll summarize using this plugin, right? And so if you upgrade, Chat GPT will give you a store. You don't have to buy them, but it's a store full of different type of plugins. Maybe some of you are in school and you want it to help you with a paper. There's plugins for school, for essays. It's all kind of different plugins. So let's ask it to, I usually start mine with generate. I say generate a meal plan for 7 days that's plant-based. And you hit enter. Sure, here's a 7-day plant-based. How long did that take, y'all? How long did it take for it to do all of that? Look how fast it's going. Y'all see that? That's Chat GPT. This is artificial intelligence, right? It took literally seconds. That's right. That's right, Francine. That's right, Camille. 2 seconds. Let's say, give me leadership skills for my resume. Let's hit enter. Let's see what it says. Certainly. And then it gives you a little thing. Leadership skills are highly valuable. So it gives you, it's still going. 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 Right. And then it tells you, how to incorporate. And then you can ask it. You see at the bottom, when it's finished, you can see down here. Can y'all see my cursor moving on here? It says, can you give me more examples? How can I improve my resume? You can click on these and it'll give you more examples. It'll say how you can improve it. So you can ask it whatever you want. And again, it's helpful. Now, the other thing about ChatGPT is it only gives you data from through 2021. Is that right, Clifford, Derek? Up to 2021. So anything beyond 2021, it doesn't have that information. And it's an aggregate of like a collection of everything out there on the internet. So it collects it and it spits it back out to you really, really fast. So this is ChatGPT. Stacy, what's up, girl? What's up? Yeah, I think it's 2021, Clifford. I think it is. And if you look at the very bottom, for those of you that are on, look below the search bar where it says send a message. It says free research preview. ChatGPT may produce inaccurate information about people, places, or facts, right? So again, this is one of the reasons, and I'm going to show you another reason why it's in my head. I'm going to pull it up. Why you have to be careful about what it's asking. And you just take a look at it. But again, if I wanted a meal plan, listen, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, like Francine said, 2 seconds. It can pull it up. Y'all put something in there that you want. What about, what if I needed to, what's another one, y'all? What's another one? What else can we ask it? What do we want to know? Give me something to ask. The other thing that I do also is I like, what's the lean in lady name? She work at Facebook, COO. Cheryl, I can't think of her name, but she's like one of my mentors in my head. And what I do sometimes, job pivoting tips. Okay, so Sheryl Sandberg. So what I do, I'll say, answer this as Sheryl Sandberg. What did you say, Camille? And then I'll put a little colon. I'll say, what are some job pivoting tips? Let's see what it says, Camille. Of course, I'd be happy to provide some job pivoting tips in the style of Sheryl Sandberg. Embrace growth. Gave us 12. Camille, you're welcome. You're welcome. These are good, though. These are really good. Let's see. Embrace growth mindset. Identify transferable skills. Network strategically. Research and love. These are good. So type that in there. You'll get all of these. And these are things like I would use these as milestones. Maybe work on 2 a quarter or 3 a quarter. One of these a month, and set your goals. Okay. So y'all with me? Y'all with me? We good on ChatGPT? Now, of course, it does a lot of different things. I just wanted us to tap in. And for those that it may be new, you've been uncertain about it, not sure about it and what it was all about, I want to make sure to get it in front of us so that, again, we're equipping ourselves and we're educated on the tool. Okay. Awesome. 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 Let me share with you really quickly. Let me come out of here before we go to our next one. Let me share this, what I sent to, when was this? Let me find it. This was a video I did. One of the reasons why I hesitate with like the resume building, again, you saw it gives you some great tips on what to put in, what to work on, all of that. But again, you logged in, Lady Love? Okay, good. So I sent this to, this was sent to my private clients, but maybe early August. I have a recruiter in there who reached out and she wanted to do she wasn't making enough money. So I was going to show her how to make some more money. And so she sent me this. I think this is it. Let me share. I recorded a recording for everybody because I wanted everybody to see. So I'm going to share this with you all because I want you to see that it's not Kelly bashing it for you to use it to create a resume. I want to show you some of the things that's happening and why I say just consider. Okay, this is it, I believe. What's the date? Okay, yeah, this is August 7th. So we have our calls on Monday. So listen to, this is me. I did a recording for them. So just listen. Let me see, make this bigger so y'all can see it. Can I make it? Okay, listen. So check this out. This is someone sent this to me on Friday, and I talked to her today, which is Monday. She wasn't a client, she became a client. She's very frustrated. She's applying to this job. I believe it had to have been earlier last week. And this is what she received while she was applying. And I think this was on Indeed as well. She just sent me the link. And this is questions from the employer. This is attestation. Self-attestation is required. Basically, self-attestation is just saying I self-certify, I self-attest that everything is true, right? Basically, like you go through and you read and you understand no false information, no omissions, no misrepresentation of facts, right? Yes, I agree. She checked that. I blocked out her last name. Also, it's saying, hey, by the way, this employer may use artificial intelligence algorithm to provide an initial comparison of an applicant's education, experience, and skills against education, experience, and skill requirements in the job description. This analysis produces a profile relevancy score. Hear me again. This analysis produces a profile relevancy score. How relevant is your resume? How relevant is your LinkedIn profile? How relevant is your cover letter? You're going to get a score for that. If it is not relevant, whose information are they going to select to call over yours if yours is not relevant? Now, it says, which is intended to be one of the many, check that out, one of the many factors that a potential employer will review in making its interview decisions. Who they decide to interview will be based off of your score, your relevancy score. There are no cutoff scores, and all applications are visible to employers. It goes on to say that you can read more about this, right? Now, you do have the option to opt out of this if you'd like, but who do you think they will decide to move forward with? Those that have opted out or those that decided to opt into this type of screening? This is what we'll be talking about tomorrow night. We're doing a series all month on artificial. So that's what I wanted to share with you all. So again, it's they're already using it in ATS, it's applicant tracking system. They're already using it. They're already screening for this. They got a whole, what was it? A profile relevancy score. What is that? Something else to worry about? Like what else? So this is why I say just be careful when using the tools, right? They got a tool too. You know, everybody got a tool now. So what do y'all think about that? What are the thoughts? That was on Indeed, right? I think that was on Indeed. What do you think about that? A tool for a tool. So you send your stuff, they're going to screen it for all these different data points that they've put in there. And so just something to consider, something to think about, Let's look at, exactly. It feels like a hoop. Tom, it does feel like a hoop. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. So we looked at ChatGPT. Now here's one that I like. I actually like this one. I like ChatGPT too, to be honest. But I like this one better. Let's do this one first. Let me make sure I got the right thing. Okay, this is Bard. Y'all remember when we looked at the reporter who did Bard when he was sitting down? So if you're on your computer, go to Bard, B-A-R-D. I'll drop it in the chat that way. It could be exactly where I am. This is the next one. It's like a chat GPT. We're going to use this one too. This is Bard. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go and take a look at Bard. Let me share. If you're on, I just dropped the link in the chat. Okay. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Or you can just, if you want to just follow, that's fine. So Bard is on Google. The same thing. You enter your prompts. I just think it looks cleaner to me. I don't like clutter and messiness. So this is Bard. I'm Bard, your creative and helpful collaborator. I have limitations now and won't always get it right, but your feedback will help me improve. Not sure where to start? You can try advantages and disadvantages to consider before buying a smart vehicle. So let's do the same thing that, who was that who asked about, let's do a meal plan. Generate a meal plan for 7 days that's plant-based. Let's see what it gives us. Oh, it's taking a little longer though. I don't know, Bart. ChatGPT got you on that. That took a little long. That took a little long, Bart. I don't know about that. That was long, right? Literally like 5 seconds, right? But it did give us pictures. ChatGPT didn't do that. ChatGPT didn't give us pictures. Didn't give us pictures though. Look we got some oatmeal with berries and nuts, and lentil soup, tofu. All right. Let's do who was that? Camille asked about what do we want? Pivoting, career pivoting. What we say? Camille, let me see what you said. Oh, just give me tips on career pivoting. Give me tips on career pivoting. Okay, let's see what it says. Look, Bard a little slow. I'm spoiled. Okay. Oh, it gave us paragraphs. It gave us some paragraphs. Okay. Oh, but ChatGPT gave us how many, Camille? We had 12. Bard only gave us 7. Know how we feel about this, Bard. Reflect on your strengths and interests. How we feel. Zal said someone came across a company saying that whether wanted your resume to have jobs since high school on it, no work gaps, and that your resume should be written by you, not even a resume writer. Well, yeah. Yeah, everybody has their, everybody has their the way of doing things. Some companies won't even look at your resume if it's not in a certain font. We're going to have to do a session on resumes. We're going to have to do a session. Okay, what we think about Bard? I mean, I think Bard is a little plain, but, Bard a little slow. But here's another one. Y'all. You prefer ChatGPT, Camille? If I had to pick between the two, I'm going to show you. This is the one I like coming up next. Let me hurry up. So this is Bard. Really no frills, no thrills, but there is something now. It serves the purpose. Exactly. Now, here's the thing, y'all. I should have got the video for this. Hot dog. I forgot. I should have got the video for y'all. This is, who is it? Google. Google's like, okay, y'all. I got you, ChatGPT. I got you. They just created something. This is brand new, hot off the presses as of June. Dog, why didn't I get the video for y'all? Hold on, maybe I can do it real quick. Dog, I should have did that. My bad, y'all. Anyway, I'm going to share it with you. Anyway, this is called SGE. SGE. I like this. I like this a lot. Again, I'm always cautious though, but I do like it. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. Let me stop sharing. And this one I like a lot. I like one a lot. I'm gonna drop it in the chat for y'all. And then we'll wrap it up, okay? I think I have an incognito window. Yes, I do. So you're going to go to, let me get it for you. I got so many windows open. It's labs.google. Hold on, y'all. What did I do? Labs.google.com. Labs.google.com. Labs, let me drop it in the chat. Labs.google.com. Just the last one. Camille said ChatGPT wins for her. What y'all think? I like this one, y'all. This is my favorite. And it's new. Maybe because it's new, right? This is my favorite one. This is Google's answer. They're responding to OpenAI. Now, OpenAI and Microsoft got together. Google's like, all right, I got you. I got something for y'all. Here's the thing. Google was the first to ever do it. When it comes to searching stuff, they was the first, hands down. They even coined the term Google it, right? We go to Google to search everything. So, of course, to me, this is Kelly, I prefer what they come up with because they got all the data points, they got all the research, they already, they the first to ever do it. Thank you, State. Hey, yeah, I always forget to say that. Y'all like it. If y'all like it, if you like it, hit the like button. Thank you, Stace. I love y'all. Okay, y'all, let's look at let's look. I like this one, y'all. Y'all tell me what you think, but I do like this one. It came out June 2023. I just gotta find it. I got so many windows open. Got so many windows open. Okay, I found it. Now let me come back to y'all and share it. Let's share it. Let's look at it. I like this one a lot, y'all. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I think it's here. Nope, it's not there. Hold on. How do I get out of this? Not now. Hold on. No, I blocked myself. Here I am. It's been a long day. Okay. Let me know when y'all can see it. Yeah, y'all like the video. If y'all like it, y'all give me some love. Okay, I like this one, y'all. Labs.google.com. Now, this is new. It's called SGE, and because of in the interest of time, you can Google and do your research on it. And if you want this one I have here, there's a wait list, but I will drop this link. See if you can get in. I was able to get in on this. As you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but right here it says it ends December 2023. These are experiments they want us to test and see how you like it. So I'm going to drop this link for y'all. And I don't know if you have to sign up, but if you can sneak in and get on. Now, here's the one that I like. SGE while browsing. Again, search SGE. It's all kind of news, press conferences, and all the stuff about SGE. This is Google's answer to ChatGPT. And like, yeah, we got you, ChatGPT. So what it does, let's try an example. So let's say you're on Google, right? And you say how to promote a growth mindset in the workplace. You search on Google. You're already on Google, right? You click it, you search it. What it does, it don't do that. What it does is what it's supposed to do anyway. This is giving you, okay, it's not working. I'll just explain it. Lord have mercy. What it does is it gives you a plugin. Remember we were talking about plugins with ChatGPT? Let me stop sharing to see if I can find it. But there's a little plugin that goes along with it. And when you see on your screen, when you search something like how to promote growth and growth mindset, how do I find then it's accompanied by an assistant. That's what SGE is. And it's an assistant to the AI tool. So the tool is SGE. and you use this plugin, you click on it once you search your topic. So how to have a growth mindset. Then all the stuff comes up. Then you click on your plugin and it'll give you more, basically a bigger description, more description, pictures, videos, more ways to find it. Typically on Google, when you search something, it'll give you links, right? Or other websites to go to, and that's it. But with this SGE, you click on the plugin to help you. Again, it's your assistant. You're like, okay, I'll look that up. Give me more. And it gives you more. Let me see if I can find an example. I don't know why that didn't work. I want to show you an example. Let me show you what I'm doing. So in case you want to do it. So I went to the site, and what you have to do, that's not it, y'all. Let's just try it together. Let's see. So I go here, try SGE, a new way to search with generative AI. Y'all see this? So when you put in on your Google, you go to Google and put in SGE AI. Then you go about 3 links down and it says try SGE, a new way to search with generative AI. Then you click on that. And this is where I wanted to get you to. So it's a new way to search. You see, they put it in and now it's generating more information about your search topic. So let's watch this example again. It's a new way. You type in good bike for a 5-mile commute with heels. You type that in, and then SGE will say, not only is a good bike, here's some bikes, here how much they cost, here's a store that has them, right? And here's the little tool I was talking about. See this little tool right here? It's a plugin. This will be on your desktop thing. And you can click here to get started. I already have it, so I'm not going to click on here again. But this is the newest and greatest. I actually like this the best. Now, the other thing I like is you can ask it follow-up questions as well. You can click right here and it says follow-up questions. So I like this one a lot. I like the interface and the layout and everything. Okay. So those are 3 that you can play around with. You can say that you've used it. I can share with you how to put this on your resume, that you've used it. You've engaged with the tool is what you want to say on your resume. You can put that down as a skill, right? You've engaged with the tool. You know how to use it. It's not foreign to you. You can speak about ChatGPT, Bard, and SGE is the newest and latest. A lot of people don't know about it. So you can speak to that, right? I always want to give you guys something that you can leverage, you can use out there. There was a website for Bard that I wanted y'all to see, but I don't know. Here it is. I'm gonna show you this real quick, just so that you'll have it in your notes as well if you want to go to it yourself. Here it is. Here's the website for Bard, and it tells you everything that it can do. We played around with it. It was kind of plain, like Camille was like saying, I like the other one better. But here's the website, and it's just bard.google.com, where you can get to the front of the page. Remember, ChatGPT had the website, so Bard is doing the same thing. And again, don't be overwhelmed. Don't try to, figure it all out. I don't know it all at all. I'm giving y'all what I know and what I use. I just want you to know it's there. And it's always about having options and you knowing what's out there. That's all this is about, okay? So don't overwhelm yourself. Don't think you have to know, because that's not what I'm saying. I just want you to know. If it comes up, you can be like, oh yeah, I heard about Bard. I heard about ChatGPT. Oh, I know. Did you know about SGE? That came out in June. You know about it, right? So that's all, y'all. That's all. What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think? Hey, Yvonne. You're welcome, Lady Love. Oh, you're so welcome. Y'all so welcome. Y'all so welcome. Y'all so welcome. Y'all so welcome. So again, it's about us being what, Lady Low? What are the 3 things we want to be? Always, y'all. We always just want to make sure. We want to make sure. We want to make sure, especially for those of us that are midlife. It's very important because they don't think, they being those that are decision makers and employers and all of that, that us that are midlife, that we're not techs. Everybody has some level of tech savvy. We ain't got to know it all. We've been around and on earth long enough to know how to, finesse if we need to, right? we use that. What you need? We can figure stuff out, right? Hey, Cherise. Hey. Oh, I'm so glad y'all like it. I'm so glad it was good. By the way, short commercial break. October 2nd. It's been a long day. October 7th, y'all. October 7th. What is that, y'all? Saturday, October 7th, I'm having speaking of educating ourselves, I'm having a master class. It's called Maximize Your Mastery. And basically, as Lady Lowe say, educating, equipping, and preparing ourselves. I'm going to be talking about how to maximize what it is, like your experience, right? And so I'll give you a snippet. So there's 4 levels of value that we give in order to, when we go to work, we give value, they give us money, right? It's transactional, like going to McDonald's or going to Target, right? It's transactional. And so to get out of the transaction, we saw our parents work, our grandparents work. Nobody really became rich and, more importantly, wealthy, right? And so when it comes to levels of value, you all have experience, myself included, we have a level of value. But the problem comes in when we think of the value that we're giving in the realm of volume. So if we do more, we should get more. If we stay longer, if we take on additional project, if we come in early, if we get more education, more certifications, more. But the truth of the matter is, it's the level of volume, right? It's the level of value, that you provide that gets you the compensation, the rate of pay, the salary. And so what I'm going to share on Saturday, October 7th, for 3 hours, I'm going to start with sharing why we need to kind of rethink how we expend our energy, right? And how we give the experience and knowledge and skills that we have. If you can make more in a month than you do in a year, why not do it? Why not? But I know we don't think that way. And I had to come to grips with that until I saw it in my own life with the same skill set. So I'm going to share that in that masterclass on Saturday, October 7th. I invite you to join me. And yeah, I'm going to be breaking it down because I know it's not talked about. It's not shared. It's not a secret, but people just don't know. So I'm going to tell you because I did it and I've helped others to do the same. So why not take what you have and just make the most out of it? If you're going to be doing the work anyway, why not get the most out of it, right? So if you're interested, I'll go ahead and drop the link. And the other thing I wanted to share was, if there's anyone that wants free coaching, I had a podcast, and I'm going to be giving free coaching on the podcast. So if anyone's interested in free career coaching and you're willing to be on the podcast, then let me put my email up and I'll reach back out to you. I'll be happy to have you on the podcast. Okay. Happy to have you. There is my info. Let me drop the link for the masterclass if you're interested. And I think we're good, y'all. What we think? What we thinking? What do we think? Did we get some knowledge? Did we get some information? Did we learn some things? We want to keep it in our arsenal. We want to keep it in our toolkit. We never know when we're going to need it. And that's what this masterclass is about. It's about having options. You don't have to be a contractor or a consultant. I'm going to talk about all of that, as well as having your own knowledge practice. It's because I know it's not being talked about, right? It's the same reason why I jumped out here in the first place a few years ago, because they were telling you that there's a hidden job market, and that's a lie. That's not true. So I want to get out and tell you all how I did it. And yeah, if nobody gonna tell you, then I'll tell you. And it's not for everybody, just for those that want options. You don't have to do this right now, but at least have it in your toolkit. If you need it, it's there. If you need it, it's there. Let me see if I can find the doggone thing. What we thinking, y'all? What we thinking? Was this helpful? Y'all hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it. Oh, here it is. Okay, here is the link. Let me see what y'all talking about. Okay, good. Here's the link for the mastery class. Very helpful, Susan. Good. Camille enjoyed it. Sharice, yes. All right, I enjoyed y'all. Amazing. That's for pulling me into what's now. That's right, Sheila. That's right. That's right. I know it wasn't working last week, so I kept the same price, y'all. So make sure we get in. Robin joined the Coursera. I'm going to highly recommend the Coursera course, y'all. It's $50, 6 weeks. Cool instructor. I love it. I love to see it. Love to see it. Taking action. That's what I love. Again, y'all, it's about equipping yourself. Just always stay prepared. You never know what's going to pop off. There is no such thing as job security. There's no such thing as financial security. It's not. We watched our parents work. We watched our grandparents work. Did they get rich? Did they get wealthy from working? We got to have options in case we need it, right? I told y'all earlier, for those that were here, I think Clifford was sharing with us, there's something happening called, what's it called? Shadow banking. I've never heard the term. Clifford said it's an older term, but something's happening in China. And I know, like, we don't follow all that, but I nerd out on stuff like that. And I know the US follows China. And so, like I said, we just always want to be prepared. Again, you don't have to be a contractor or a consultant or want to start your own business or knowledge practice. But I'm going to break those things down on the 7th of October, just so you can have the option. You always want to have the options, okay? All right, y'all, give me a like if you liked it. For those that are new, welcome. We're so glad you're here. Make sure you check out the other videos. And next week, we'll wrap it up. You're so welcome. Thanks for reminding me to try. Yeah, don't get overwhelmed. Hey, Darlene. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Don't get overwhelmed. This is just information, y'all. Just information. Just write it down. Put it in your keep the video. Like it, so if you want to go back in history and be like, what was that other tool Kelly was talking about? So you can go back. Don't overwhelm yourself. It's easy to get. There's so much information out there. So that's why I gather it for you. That's why it's always who, not how. Remember, we talked about that. It's always who, not how. Who has the information? Who can break this down for me? I always look for the who first. Who can cut my grass? Because I'm not getting out there. It's 108 degrees. Who can get me some groceries? It's Instacart, because I'm not going over there. Because my time is valuable at this point in this stage in my life. It's really the only commodity I own right now. Is my time. So I'm going to treasure and value it as much as possible. That's how I want you all thinking. And that's why if you're going to go to work and use your skills and experience, why not use it to its highest level and get the most out of it if you can? And we all can. So please don't get overwhelmed. It's a lot of information and it's easy to do. All right, y'all. Love you lots. Have a good week. Make it a good week. Don't let nobody steal that joy that they didn't give it to you. Thanks for exposing some of us to this new technology. More tools in our, there you go, Derek. That's it. More tools in your tool belt. That's it. That's all it's about, y'all. We want more tools, more ammunition to fight if we have to. We got it. If we got to fight, we're going to be ready. If y'all going to do this, then I'm going to be ready. We're going to be ready, right, y'all? All right, y'all. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.